This is the official post-event press conference for EFC 51, live from Carnival City, Johannesburg.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Always love doing events at Carnival City, the best atmosphere. The performance bonuses are awarded to Danny Henry for his body KO, and to Anisek Kanyeba and Tumaseng Madiba for their action-packed first round. Yeah. And the fight of the night is awarded to the bantamweight clash between Mango Alves and Gareth Bursky. Great fight, guys.
First question is for Leon Mainhardt. Leon, Jeremy Smith told me recently that titles are won and lost in seconds and they don't define you. You have to be happy with such a great one with the title and looking forward to a whole host of really fascinating matchups.
Yeah, definitely. I think every dog has his day. We were prepared. I felt great in the cage. I think he just caught me there off guard, and he had me against the cage. I felt that I couldn't defend it. I'd rather tap out than sleep.
A very good evening, Cara. Congratulations to you and the EFC team. Just something that one of our followers had brought up to us between Gareth and Alves. It was a fantastic fight, a very, very close fight. The question was just regarding the elbows. From where we were sitting, they looked fantastic off Gareth's back. Were there any questions around those elbows that were being thrown at all?
It's the first I've heard of it. I mean, watching from where I was sitting, it looked fine to me. I haven't heard anyone else complain about it, but I haven't looked at the tape. I'm not sure. Haven't heard the athletes complaining about it either. So as far as I know, everything was perfectly 100%.
Questions for Baldwin Umdalozi. Baldwin, do you think it's fair to expect to be #1 contender if you continue to fail to make weight?
No, look, this time around was my fault, you know. I know I can't make weight. It's just that I love food too much. No, but seriously, no, jokes aside, no, I'm not even happy that I'm happy that I won, but, you know, it doesn't seem fair to the other guys. So, obviously, we're going to sit back and just think the way forward. But I know, I spoke to Graham, he said he still wants me to fight at flyweight. But, you know, the option is there for me to move up to bantam as well. So, I don't know, we'll see what from there.
Question for Danny Henry. Danny, congratulations on landing that kick. Excellent performance from you. How does it feel, firstly, getting back in that win column? And just to follow up on that, you had problems making the weight. Is featherweight a bit of a challenge for you?
Yeah, I'm over the moon with the performance. It's nice to see stuff that I've been working in the gym come to life in the cage. It's the hardest transition for all the fighters. I'm sure everybody's great in the gym, but making stuff work live's what it's all about at the end of the day. Featherweight's difficult for me. I'm a big featherweight, 6 foot tall, and the travel and stuff, it's difficult. Staying in hotels and trying to eat clean, it's very, very difficult. But I can definitely make it. And same sort of situation. Like I genuinely thought I was on weight. I was on weight on 2 sets of scales, on my scales and on the scales that were in the gym where I cut the weight. I walked into the changing room here to check my weight, and I was like 400 or 500 grams over. Now we're out here in Carnival City and there's nowhere to even go to cut weight nearby or anything like that, and we don't have access to the EFC scales all week, so it's quite difficult. You know, if you think you're on weight on 2 sets of scales, then you're not gonna be bringing stuff to cut weight here. So there's not an issue with the weight, definitely not.
Hi, just to Cara. Cara, we have asked the question before, and you said you weren't able to answer at the time. Just to follow up on the flyweight division, what's happening with the division, what's happening with the title, and who's going to get the next shot?
Yeah, the plan was the winner of this fight to fight for the title. Unfortunately, with Baldwin not making weight, he hasn't actually ever made flyweight, so we can't give him a title shot right now. That's just not right. So we're just going to have to see what happens. Obviously, there's JP Base as well, and then we've got to sit with Zulu and just see where we go. So, yeah, the plan was the winner of tonight's fight fighting for the title, but unfortunately, love to give it to Baldwin when he makes weight. So probably one more fight for Baldwin, unless he wants to go up a division. We'll see what happens.
It's questions for the president, Tumaseng Madiba. To me, you were on your back in that first round, and it looked like you were in a bit of trouble, and it seemed like the entire arena started chanting your name. Did that make a difference? What was the feeling like?
Man, I got my Sundowns people out there. They're showing love. It was great fighting in Carnival City again. It's been a while. Yeah, man, look, I told people, one of the security guys that walk us out asked me, like, what you feel? I was like, yeah, I want to feel it out, And he said to me, look, that's not a good way to feel it out, But look, as I say, I felt in control, never felt in trouble at any point. So yeah, it's my fight, man, all the way.
To me, congratulations on your win. I just want to ask you the question that your opponent said to you that I'll see you in Cape Town. It looks like he was very intimidated by the fact that you beat him. How did you feel about that?
I'm feeling great. Basically, we have it on good word that we'll make it a featherweight bout in Cape Town at EFC 52. So if he shows up, if he wants to lick some more shots, he can pitch up. But I don't see him honestly pitching up for that. So I'm looking to train for another opponent. But if he can pitch up, would be great for me,
The next question is to Kara. Kara, just in terms of your cutting of fighters policy, you've got now 2 fighters on this card that have now gone 0-6 and 0-7. I mean, at some point, you can't keep putting those guys back on. I mean, well, they keep on losing, so clearly they aren't good enough to take them to make it.
Sorry, man. It's questions like that. Guys, you have to respect what we do. We on a journey, we fight, and you can't cut guys like that, man. Honestly, if a guy shows up and he wants to fight, on what grounds do you cut him, Questions like that, I think, are not really cool for the president. I'll answer that for you, President.
Thank you.
Okay, so just in response to the president, that's fine and well. The problem is that you've got a host of other fighters that would like to get onto a card. And if guys can't seem to win a fight 6, 7 times later, are they actually good enough to keep on replacing guys that are good enough to win a fight?
The roster is there. They got the guys on call, Do you want to fight? The guys are either saying yes or no. That's how this game rolls, There are no secrets about that. If the guy says, look, I want to fight, and he comes up and he loses, give him some credit, man, We're fighting. It might take you 7 fights before you just win 1. It's the journey, son. Appreciate it, man.
Questions for the new EFC lightweight champion, Dave Payne-Train-Mazzeni. Dave, Ryan Couture has already tweeted to see, he's so stoked to see the title heading back to Vegas. How proud are you to be taking that belt back to West Sunset Road?
Man. After the fight, I was smiling like a little kid at Christmas. Usually I'm like, I'm the Pain Train. But Dave Mazzani came out and he was a happy guy. But I'm glad to hear Ryan was on board and watching the fight. Ryan's one of my favorite training partners. He's one of the guys that wraps me up and chokes me out. And he was on Sharknado 4 as well. We were talking about Sharknado earlier. And my corner, Dennis Davis, punched a shark in the face. So did Ryan Couture. So and Danny Davis. And so, I have a lot of shark punching teammates. So Cape Town, look out. We know how to punch sharks. But I don't know if that answers your question. Is that good?
Dave.
Yes, who am I talking? Hey.
Firstly, congratulations on beating one of my personal favorite fighters. All I want to know is, why didn't you give the fans what they expected, and that's to trade leather with Leon?
Yeah. If it was pro wrestling, I definitely would have given you what you wanted. Mixed martial arts is exactly that. It's mixed martial arts. And when you're competing and when it is your lifestyle, this is my life. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna be broke. I'm gonna pay everybody back that I've in debt to, because I put everything into this. And when the stakes are that high, you win at all costs, even if that means ending it quick with a submission. I started as a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu person, and that is in my arsenal. And you know, as much as I would love trading leather, it puts me at a risk for a loss because I'm putting my, you know, I'm a strong striker. I believe I'm a strong striker, but you have to earn the right to strike with me by getting through my wrestling, right? You have to earn the right to do that. Just like, you know, if somebody has good takedown defense, okay, now they can strike me. So I don't know. I think some people were really happy to see that submission. Some people think jiu-jitsu is beautiful. So I'm sorry I couldn't give you a better show, but I appreciate you coming, and thank you for asking the question.
Arthur from YFA, my question is to Leon. The general perception from laymen is the fact that, you know, between two fighters, if there isn't some tension or some beef between two fighters, then it doesn't really make up for a big fight. Does that put you in a different mental space, or did that put you in a different mental space building up to your match against Dave?
Man, I look past all that. You know, I started out with a karate background, so like having beef with someone is not what it's about for me. You know, this is martial arts. We each in our own gym. We try to train to the best of our abilities and become better every time. You know, there's going to be losses and there's going to be wins. You can't win all the time. You will never get better if you keep winning. You have to lose and grow as a fighter, and that's what I do. That's what I take from this.
Next question is for Gareth Bursky. Gareth, you looked in incredible shape tonight. You came off a loss to Cedric Doyle after such a long layoff. What was the key to victory for you tonight?
Yeah, look, I think my fight with Cedric, I came back after a long layoff with a knee injury. I was a bit slow to get started in that fight, and I just didn't really go forward like I should have. And I think I just changed my mindset, and I trained hard for this fight. I came into it saying that I just got to throw it all out there and get back to my old self, and that's what I did. And yeah, it showed in the fight, and I'm very happy with my performance. And Magno was a tough opponent. I mean, we both took some big shots in the fight, and yeah, big up to him. He put on a good fight, and yeah, I enjoyed it. Awesome.
Question for Cairo. Cairo, can you please shed some light on the featherweight division? We got Danny Henry and Boyd Helen. They've both corrected some wrongs that they've done in the past fights. We know Cabeza and Bota was scheduled to have a featherweight title fight. That didn't take place, unfortunately. Fans can say that Henry and Boyd Allen too can happen before. That could be a fight on its own before they both step up to face Cabeza. Any plans on making that fight happen between Henry and Boyd too?
At the moment, the plan is to get that title fight going. So obviously Berta to face Cabeza. As soon as Cabeza is medically cleared to fight, we'll put that fight on. And then there's a discussion of the potential even for Boyd at lightweight. You know, we've got who's next for Dave Mazzani as well. We've got to see what you're going to do with Boyd. We've got guys like Jadison Costa and Don Madge. Guys like Chris Bright as well. So lightweight division is really exciting, but Boyd could play in that space as well. And sure, Danny's right up there. So yeah, not really anything out. Going to look at the options, see who's available when, and which is the biggest fight we can put on for the fans.
My question is almost a follow-on with that, but it's to Dave. Congratulations. We followed your journey to this title quite closely, and as you had said in the past, you felt that you were rightly the EFC lightweight champion. Have you looked at the rest of the division, and is there anybody there that you yourself would be excited to fight?
You know what? Like, I'm not. I fight people every day in the gym. I'm just excited to fight anybody who would put on a good fight or make that buzz happen today. Like, this fight was an awesome fight because Leon was this guy who was really tough and undefeatable, and like people really looked up to him, and I thought, and he had the strap. So, yeah, for me to call somebody out, like I have the belt, I'm on the top of the mountain. I put in a lot of work to try to promote myself to get to this spot, to get this belt. So I think it's up to fighters to make it happen. That's what I said in my interview. At Mazzani MMA, please tweet, please Instagram me. Let me know who should I fight. I want to know the fans. What do you guys want to see? I don't care. Who? I'm down for whatever you guys want. Let's do a vote. Let's do whatever. Yeah. Tweet. You gotta tweet it. You gotta put it on the social media. At Mazzani MMA, EFC Worldwide.
My question is for Alves. Alves, congratulations. You made your debut tonight on the main card. You stepped into a huge and heavy environment, and you fought to an amazing decision that many people think might even be controversial. Just how are you feeling? How was your EFC experience tonight?
Thank you very much. Primeiramente, agradecer a Deus por estar aqui, South Africa. I love you, South Africa. E eu me senti um pouco frustrado, mas isso aí é normal, faz parte da vida, vida que segue. E é isso aí, pronto para outra, pronto para a guerra, never quit, jamais desistir. E eu estou pronto para outra.
He said that thanks to God that he had this opportunity to fight here, and today he was a little bit frustrated, but it's part of life, and he will stay strong and come back stronger.
Thank you very much, EFC.
Question for Danny. Danny, I think everyone could see that you came out tonight really focused. You looked much stronger and you know, came out really after it. The question for you is, who do you want to face next? Obviously, you know, there was a loss against Boyd, there was a loss against Iga. People are speaking about Boyd beat Boyd, lost to Iga.
Thank you.
Who do you want to face next? Is it another shot at the belt with Iga, or where do you see yourself going from here?
Yeah, I definitely think I'm the #1 contender. I want another shot at Iga. The last fight was real frustrating for me. I don't feel like I gave my best performance, and it was an off night for me. But I want the title shot again. I think I'm the #1 contender. I think I deserve it more than Henry. I think my wins are more credible than his.
Okay, next question to Marino. Marino, just wanted to find out, you finally, and congratulations, you finally got yourself onto the main card after a super run of wins. Do you think that tonight was a little bit overawing, or was it just one of those lucky punches that got you?
Oh, thank you very much. I think just something that happened. I have to go back and watch the video, but congratulations to my opponent. And let's keep on fighting. I mean, you lose you learn, and to fight another day.
Next question's for Bibigan Ninaba. Barent, how are the ribs? Where do you go from here? It was quite a tough shot to take.
Just congratulations to Danny. He deserves the win. He came out to fight tonight. He caught me with the first kick in the ribs, and I actually heard Mornay scream, my coach, that I must protect the ribs, and he went straight for the second kick. The second kick took all my air out. Luckily, my ribs is not damaged, but he took my wind out, and yeah, that's where I went to the ground.
Cara, next question's for you. A lot has been made in the build-up for the God of War Ritman fight. After tonight's performance by Patrick, where do we go to from here? Does that fight still take place?
Gordon was there, hexagon side, shouting out. I think he still wants that fight. They're both coming off losses now, so you know, if that's the fight they want to do, I'd still like to see it. I think it's got a bigger build-up now than it ever had before. I think there's more to it now than there ever was before. So yeah, I'd love to see that fight.
This question's for Danny Henry. Did having Stevie Ray in your corner make any difference at all?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've got a great team. Like it doesn't matter who comes out with us. We've got a solid stable of teammates and stuff to come out. But yeah, you can't go wrong with Stevie. He's been there and done everything. Knowledge, everything's there. Calm, but real good cornerman. But like I said, it doesn't matter who comes out. We're all ready to do the business, and all the guys that do the corner know what they're doing.
I have a question for Leon. Leon, looking back at the fight, is there any moment that you wish you'd behaved differently? Was there a point that you think you lost it? Could you take us through it? It felt like when Dave took me down, it felt like I was out of control. He had me there in his corner, and I could just hear instructions from his corner. Obviously, there was a good game plan from his side. And yeah, but like I said, we did everything we could in the gym, and Dave was just better on the night. So congratulations to him then.
This last question's for EFC President Cara Harris. Gareth, what have we got to look forward to EFC 52? I mean, surely the Don Machos and Costa fight is going to be a complete cracker.
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, that's 3 weeks from today, so it's a quick turnaround to the next event. And yeah, Don and Jadison, that's beef for enough beef to open up a butchery. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty special. Don's, first in the beginning when we wanted to do that fight a while ago, Don didn't want to take the fight a while back. He said it was too emotional for him. Now he wants that fight. He's happy to do it. Jadison's Jadison. He'll fight anyone. And he's been going off in the States, going crazy on Facebook and sending us messages saying how excited he is to fight again at EFC and how excited he is to fight Don Madge. So yeah, that's a fight that's been in the making for years, and I personally can't wait to see it. Thank you, Carnival City. We'll see everyone back in 3 weeks in Cape Town. Cheers.
Once trainer and student, now bitter rivals. EFC 52, Madge versus Costa. Cape Town plays host to one of the most intense conflicts in EFC history, as the Magic Man, Don Madge, will enter the hexagon to face off with his fiercest rival, the Brazilian Jadison Costa, who makes his long-awaited return to the EFC. Two former champions will collide, and the animosity between the BJJ coach and his former apprentice will be put to rest. Plus, the DRC's Demolition Man, Champion Dalcha, takes on the knockout machine Tumelo Maputa for the interim EFC light heavyweight title. EFC 52, 5 August, Grand West, Cape Town. Tickets and broadcast information at efcworldwide.com. EFC 51, proudly brought to you by Supabets, the ultimate in sports betting, in association with GNC Supplements, peak performance down to a science. 7 Stars Energy Drink, the exclusive energy drink of the Extreme Fighting Championship. RDG, Rex, Dip, and Gearbox, proudly bringing you the Hexagon Girls. AG Mobile, the official mobile and tablet partner of the EFC. Aquavita Mineral Water, pure hygienic mineral water. Fireball number 6, the official shooter of the EFC. And Carnival City, your ultimate carnival experience. With special thanks to the following partners.